First, I join my thoughts with those of the two senators from Connecticut. And the senator who just spoke, Senator Blumenthal, knows that he and I talked this weekend during these terrible times. And I told him that the Judiciary Committee, the Department of Justice, and the victims work there were standing by to help any way they can. Mr. President, today is the first day since Hawaii became a state that it's not represented by Dan Inouye, either as House member or as senator. And I look at my dear friend's desk here with the traditional white flowers, and I can't tell you how much it pains me. He's one of the greatest members of this body ever to have served, and a dear friend to so many of us. He's perhaps the best role model for public service any American could ask for. Senator Inouye's story is one of great passion for his people, commitment to his calling in public service, and dedication to finding a better way forward for all Americans. A true patriot. A soldier in World War II, a veteran of our armed forces, he fought for the freedom of the nation he so loved and believed in. And the nation finally recognized that, making him a recipient of our Congressional Medal of Honor. And as a representative of Hawaii, he dedicated his career to establishing and solidifying a place for his state in Washington so that generations of Hawaiians to come might know the benefits of things he did not have, of federal support for such important causes as higher education, transportation, health care, and security. His advocacy was never in vain, and the people of Hawaii benefited immensely from his service. But I think of his efforts to bring people together. It's unmatched. The grace with which he conducted his work should inspire all of us as it does me. He was the man who could reach to both sides of the aisle, make friends and make peace. He poured his heart and soul into the Senate. He was first and foremost a person of the Senate, and we all felt his passion and concern for the work of this body. There's no doubt he's going to be greatly missed in these halls. He was a mentor. He was a friend. We traveled together, wives of friends. And last night, and the reason I didn't speak last night, I opened my desk and looked again, the desk I've had now for in this seat, that I inherited from Dan Inouye, and his name is inscribed in it. As the distinguished presiding officer knows, we inscribe our names there, and Dan Inouye's is there. And when I looked at that, I was overcome with emotion. So I did not speak then. So I realized I'm delaying you by a couple of minutes here, but I think of my friend, and I think of his name. He said he wanted to be remembered as having represented his people, all Americans, honestly to the best of his ability. He filled that out. We all know he gave his everything to the Senate, and his legacy is for us to continue in the work he's done.